Hello, once again. We're back to another episode of the 25 Centavo Change Podcast. This is author MJ, your host for this episode and more episodes to come. Tonight, we'll not be delving about the coins or the 25 centavo coin. Hindi lang yun yung pag-uusapan natin, kundi palalawakin natin siya with the title of becoming an author. I received a message asking me, Ma'am, paano po ba maging author? Paano po ba mag-publish din ng libro kagaya ninyo? Before I'm going to answer that question, let me start by saying, just listen to this podcast and let's find out kung paano nga ba maging isang author. Isang childhood dream or yung mga tinatawag natin na nakalagay sa vision board, ang pagiging author. That's one of the goals that I wanted to achieve at a certain age. But I did not realize na nagawa ko siya on an earlier age. For others, mas maaga pa nilang nagawa or mas maaga pa silang nakakapag-publish or mas maaga pa sila at young as maybe teenagers, nakakapag-publish na sila. But in our case, aminin man natin o hindi, dito sa bansa natin, age, the society sometimes would say that wisdom comes with age. So the more na mas matanda tayo or the number is greater, mas ang tingin ng society or even the community, mas marami tayong nasi-share na wisdom. Hence, kapag bata-bata ka na author, medyo hindi masyadong tanggap or medyo may mga nagtataas ng kilay. But kung medyo marami ka nang napatunayan sa buhay because of your white hairs, gray hair, probably, or your age number, the number in your age, medyo mas mataas ang tingin sa iyo ng karamihan. But this generation has been proving that notion not correct. Hindi ko maisip kung anong right word. So, hindi siya absolute correct na dahil may age ka na, yun pa lang, dun ka pa lang magiging author. My book coach, yung naging coach namin for this book writing, is the same age as I am. Or sabihin na natin, older ng a year. But the same generation. And one of the challenges din na na-share niya sa amin is that if you're younger, people tend to question your wisdom or your credibility sa pagsusulat. However, ang naging advantage ng ating tinatawag na generation of digital or yung mas computerized na era, kahit anong age, as long as you are passionate about it, pwede kang maging author. First, on becoming an author, paano nga ba siya? Una, syempre, dapat gusto mo, dapat mahal mo yung ginagawa mo. When I wrote the 25 Centavo Change, A Tale of Loss and Values Gained, it was not the start or it was not the title that I had in mind. You know, I have another thing. I have a lot of things in mind. But this one, among the list, ito yung na-publish, ito yung nasulat ko. It's because this is the topic that's closest to my heart. It's a memoir type. It's a creative nonfiction. And I'm talking from the perspective of a daughter or a child who lost her mom. At the same time, who wants to share something or a message of hope during the pandemic. So, naging trendy siya or naging timely yung message na gusto nating iparating. At that moment, it was not really that easy to write something that is very personal. And that's, mas madali siguro instructional, mas madali siguro yung mga ibang bagay. Though, it has its own technicalities. But, it doesn't involve emotion that much. It doesn't involve you trying to put your life or your experiences into the platform, into that book na babasahin ng maraming tao. On becoming an author, marami tayong dapat i-consider. I mentioned a while ago, sabi natin, yung passion mo. But then, there is also one thing that I realized. I heard a speech one time delivered by in a contest. Sabi niya, she watched a commercial of a lady running in a marathon, trying to win the game with perspiration and all and everything. Makita mo pagod na, pero gusto pa ring lumaban. They're also showing aesthetically the shoes, diba? Kung paano siya tumakbo, yung terrain, makikita mo rin yung may rough roads and all. That's the advertisement of a shoes. You know what shoes this is, right? And alongside this shoes is a tagline that would always motivate people. It says, hindi ko po ina-advertise ito. Just do it. Yes, we would always, she said, just do it. And it would become a mantra. It has become as well her mantra in surviving daily, in doing her, in achieving a lot of things, in taking her goals. And in that case, I was trying to internalize the moment that I said also, just do it. When I wrote this book, it also kept on flashing in my head. Just do it anyway. It's hard, just do it anyway. People are saying you're not good enough, just do it anyway. You're thinking, would it be saleable? Just do it anyway. You were thinking, will somebody read my book? Just do it anyway. You will not find out if you're not going to do it. And that's the main message that I wanted to bring to you. I wanted to convey and I wanted to tell you. Just do it. Because at the end of the day, it's not the terrain, it's not how long the running is, it's not how aesthetic the shoes is, it's not about the tagline. But I love that during that speech delivery of the contestant, she wrapped it up with a conclusion that says, it was not about the shoes or the tagline of that commercial. It was about the runner. It is about you. It is not about the place you're running, how concrete it is, the mountains, or how far the terrain you're running, or the route or the track you're running. It is about you. You have a story to share. You have an experience to learn lessons from. You have a message to convey. A message of love, faith, hope, and whatever message that would wrap around a society that is peaceful, a society that would actually make you grow, make people grow, a society that would bring peace and calm, another future that you want your kids to experience. It's really something that is captivating to think about who the runner is. How about you? If you are the runner or the author, what are you going to write? Let's say, in running, every track, especially yung mga track and field, right? There are hurdles along the way. In running, there are rules, there are bends. Sometimes the runner might be injured and all those things. It also happens to authors, to writers. Even those seasoned writers, J.K.R. Rowling, always made use an example of an author who initially failed, or let's say did not succeed at first try. She also had her own ups and downs. She also has her own obstacles and hurdles to overcome. And if today you wanted to write something, you wanted to do something to be able to publish that book that you have been dreaming to write, do not hesitate to ask for help. Do not hesitate to begin with step one. Ask how is it done? How did these people do it? The second thing that you have to do, not just having the motivation and passion to do or to write or to become an author. Second is to look for a mentor. Let's look for a mentor who would actually add value to what we do. Let's look for someone who would actually help us grow from the craft, from that profession, or from the career that we chose. Right now, they say there's a lot of software, one of which they say the AI. Some people are against it, but to the others, they use it as a tool to elevate their craft. They use it as a machine as it is designed to make their work better, to design their work into something that is trendy, that will actually fit this generation. Well, dear viewers, for you who wanted to become an author, for those people who have been asking and messaging on becoming an author, passion, having a mentor, those are just two things. What else, you may ask? Of course, you have to learn a lot of things, but don't be discouraged. If one day you say, okay, I'll join this book writing workshop, and from that workshop we have a lot here in the Cordilleras. I would like to shout out our fellow author for the youth who's championing the youth here in the Cordilleras, who is from Ifugao, author JC Tanawe, who also was once our guest yata sa ating Taraki campus, right? And we also have a lot of mentors and authors here in the Cordillera who are assisting, who are supporting young authors, not just young authors, but those who have the passion to write. And on being discouraged, even those who have already published their own book, I've heard from their stories the thing that they call imposter syndrome. I also experienced such thing after publishing this book. First, niisip mo, am I really that qualified? Even if you are. Is this real? Is this me? Diba, kanta. Lyrics na yun ng kanta. Is this real? Is this me? Is it really me? Is it really happening? That's one thing. You tend to castigate yourself. You tend to punish yourself from things that you think like you cannot do it, but actually you've already done things. And when you were discouraged from those things, or from these things, from people's comments, from side comments of others, or from non-acceptance from the people that you think, or initially, di ba, iniisip mo, yun nga lagi naming sinasabi, huwag mong isipin na those close to you or your relatives would first appreciate what you're doing. Somewhat they do not understand what's going on because they don't know your vision, they don't know your goal. Just do it, just like what that tagline said. Just do it, and when you're there and things would not happen according to your plan, do not get discouraged. Simple work, simple steps, one at a time, one coin at a time. you will be able to get through. And of course, una sabi natin, we should have passion. Second, have find for your mentors. And third, do not be discouraged. These are just three of the things that I would like to remind you. But as you go on and as we move on in achieving that goal of becoming an author, we should always be thankful and be grateful for the people around us. First, the people who are there when you were really struggling, trying to find out how to fulfill your goal. Your family, your close friends, the people who are very close to you who have always been reminding you can do this. And of course, your readers. Do not forget to be grateful for the time and the opportunity that they're giving you. And when time comes that you think everything is failing, let's always look up. I'm not here to preach, but praying will always help. Praying is your private communication to the Almighty. It's your private time of expressing how grateful you are. And of course, syempre, yung mga pinagdadasal natin, we have to say thank you to the Almighty for giving us what we dream. And if it's not given to you right away na hindi hinulog dyan, ayan na yung libro, publish mo na lang. Well, do not be discouraged again. Do not forget that the best wine, yung pinakamasarap na wine, sabi nga nila, ay matagal na nandun, na ferment, di ba? Matagal na panahon siyang na-store bago siya naging perfect. Magandang aroma and maganda ang lasa. Becoming an author is similar to that wine, to that expensive wine. Becoming an author is also similar doon sa pinakamatalim na kutsilyo. Right? Kutsilyo pa talaga. Hinahasa ka ng buhay from all the experiences, from probably rejections, and from criticisms that you're getting. So that at the end, you will learn how to not just write your thoughts, but actually speak them. You will learn from a lot of people who are doing this. Pag nakikita mo, di ba parang pakiramdam mo, bakit parang ang dali sa kanila? Bakit parang sa akin hirap na hirap ako? It may look like it, but we don't also know the struggles that these people went through. The sleepless nights. And those times wherein nawawalan na rin sila ng pag-asa. Na akala nila, oh, this is the end of it. But then when it came, the fulfillment of their goals and their dreams, sabi nga nila, it would come as wonderful as the sun sa umaga. You appreciate while it's there. You love what you do so that what you're doing will love you back. It's a cliche though, but it's reality. But in saying so, becoming an author, let me remind you, for those who've asked me how much do I earn, it's not a lucrative industry in the country. That's a reality. It's a reality check. If you want to earn more from it, there are other marketing strategies that you can actually conduct. And for this, it's actually a workshop that we can work on. We have friends here who are publishers and who are book coaches, and we are here as authors also to guide you for the marketing part. And of course, we have Taraki here as a platform also. That is another thing for the marketing strategy if you want to really earn from it, if you really want to build a business around it. Just like my coach, distinguished Toastmaster and coach and author Cristo Anis says, you have to build a business around your book. And when you do that, just DM, direct message our platform, Taraki TV, for questions on how to do it, on how to market your books, on how to also, we can also assist you on how to look for this publishing, publishing, book publishing. Somehow, we would look into it kung um, sino yung best fit to publish your work. So as of the moment, if you have that story, your journal that you've been keeping, and you wanted to make it or to turn it into a book, we're just here. We can become your mentors. To send us a help and a yelp, raise your hand and ask for help. We're just here. We can conduct workshops. We can also conduct some seminars to help you in publishing, in achieving your goal of becoming an author. Here in this episode, I would like to remind you once again on the powerful message that you could share to the world. Do not keep it in your journal. Do not keep it in your closet. Do not keep it in your heart or in your head. Somebody might need to hear what you will have to say. Somebody might need to hear how you survived certain struggles. Your message needs to be heard. Somebody might be saved. Someone out there is probably waiting for the story or for your stories to be shared. And why wait for tomorrow if you could actually do it now? Become an author. Thank you so much for listening in, for watching and viewing this episode. And hopefully, subaybayan nyo pa rin po tayo sa mga susunod pa na episodes. And if you have questions that you wanted to ask, just don't hesitate to comment and message us here. Thank you so much for the support, and also we would also like to, gaya ng sinabi ko, grateful, no? Save the best for last. If you're looking at what I'm wearing, we would like to say thank you to our thank you so much to our ever supportive Vice Mayor of La Trinidad for sponsoring our shirt here. Look, it actually fit me and it actually looks good on me. And I am a thinner, I am pounds thinner, no? Nakakapayat po. Nakaka-sexy, o, diba? So, thank you so much, Vice Mayor Awingan, for this lovely shirt. Yan, irarampa ko siya. Salamat po, maraming salamat, Vice Mayor. And before I forget, I am also grateful and thankful to Bartek for opening your doors to us for this opportunity to become part of your family. And thank you so much, though na-miss ko ang kanilang opening. Mukhang kakain ako. Sige, one time kakain po ako ng samji. Now, open. Dito lang. There's soft opening tomorrow. Tomorrow is 13th of April. So, 13th of April, soft opening ng Samji. Ano bang tawag sa food nila? Sunburst. Unli. All day. Oh, Sunburst Unli all day. From 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Asan na kayo, mga friends? For only 199 pesos, friends. Family and friends. Libre nyo naman ako dyan. Ganun, no? Kain, or halina kayo dito. Reunion na tayo dito. 199 only. 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. open ang Sunburst. Dito lang sa taas ng Bartek. Across, anong building na nga ba yan? Oh, malapit dito lang sa KM4, 'di ba? Hindi ko memorize. Taga KM4 po ako pero ba't hindi ko memorize yung Herbis building natin across niya. Herb, yan, hindi ko pa ma-pronounce, 'di ba? Yan. So, thank you so much once again. Thank you for this opportunity and salamat sa pakikinig sa inyong pakikinig sa episode natin ngayon on becoming an author. Please do expect meron pa po tayong mga susunod na episodes and meron din po kayong aabangan sa amin ni Coach K. So, abangan niyo po ang aming collaboration. This has been your host, Author MJ, Mars MJ, the 25 Centavo Change Podcast. Bye!